EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on their in-state rivals to the west, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. A give to Harris. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep is Britton Covey. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Smith will come in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris fighting through to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, They avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Flushed out right. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They go play action with Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He had was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Harris. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Wilson. Finds Pickens out right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Muscles him off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. This is Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, here's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they work his way across the 30 to the 32. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league. And that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running. And the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Warren will try the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Got his man, it's Warren. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Pickens on the slant. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 27-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Harris to return it. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Hurts on the option right. And the ball is knocked out. There he goes, right side. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, what a move. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And some room to work. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They go play action with Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 71 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Harris to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And Goedert going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On first down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Van Jefferson, an even 90 yards. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam, because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, baby.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a